Quesadillas are a staple for my kids, and the other night we went to a restaurant and they claimed they had the best quesadilla ever, and I have to agree, it was pretty darn good. Not surprisingly, the restaurant made their own fresh tortillas and the kids insisted on learning. So we did some experimenting.
Recipe testing.
And I'm happy to share with you the easiest way to make the tastiest tortillas.
Moment of truth.
Delicious.
All right, for this recipe, you're going to need an electric mixer as well as the dough hook, and I have to admit this is the first time I've ever used this. Okay, so I've got some flour, which I'm gonna put in my bowl, and then I've also got some salt and some baking powder, and then I just need to give it a quick whirl. Next, I've got a little bit of vegetable oil. I'm gonna turn my mixer on medium and drizzle in slowly. And once your oil is all in there, you're gonna need some hot water, and you'll do the same thing, turn your mixer to medium and drizzle it in. You're gonna mix your batter on medium until it starts to come together, and then turn it down to low and mix for another 1 to 2 minutes till it's nice and smooth. All right, once your dough is all mixed up, you're gonna take a clean surface and flour it very well. You don't want any of the dough sticking. And then grab your dough from your mixer. It'll stick a little bit to your dough hook, but not too much. All right, I'm gonna lay it onto my floured surface, grab just a little bit for the top, and then I'm gonna cut it into about 6 equal portions. This really depends on how big you want your tortillas to be. I'm using a pizza cutter, and I'm gonna cut right through the center, and then take that and create 3 equal pieces. And just kind of flatten them with the palm of your hand into discs, and you do want them to be as circular as possible. And if you're thinking this looks like pizza dough, it does, but it feels different. The texture is a lot fluffier and easier to work with. I'm gonna flatten my last one out, and then I have a kitchen towel. I'm gonna lay it over these and let them rest for 15 minutes while I clean everything up. All right, next up, we're gonna uncover our tortillas and then take a floured rolling pin and roll them out. So I'm gonna move everything to the side and just do one at a time. If you wanna roll them all out at once, that's totally fine, but you might wanna put some parchment or wax paper in between them so when you go to cook them, they don't stick together. You are gonna wanna roll them out to be very, very thin, almost to the point that they're see-through. This will make for a tortilla that is very pliable, so if you wanna roll it up, you can do that. All right, next up, we're gonna cook them in a cast iron skillet on the stove. Heat your pan over a high flame until it's very hot, and this should take about a couple of minutes. Then lower your flame to medium-low and place your tortilla in the pan. Cook it on the first side for about a minute until it blisters. Flip it and cook it on the second side for another 30 to 45 seconds. I've finished with the last of the tortillas. I know from recipe tasting that they taste delicious, but they're also incredibly pliable. So in addition to the traditional quesadilla, you can mix it up and make tacos with them or even burritos.
They're so good. Oh my.
You rascally rabbit. I know you can always run out to the store and grab tortillas, but there is nothing like the homemade version. So I hope you guys give this a try. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hey, what do you think you're doing?